How you doing, honeys? So I am queen of the fucking world. So self-titled. And my show is all about, and my heart is all about, us all unleashing our own inner queen. We all need to be fierce, and we all need to not be waiting for somebody to rescue us, whether you're male or female, whatever your gender is. So this is today's Instagram Live installment of Strippers Book Club. I'll repeat that, Strippers Book Club, where we're looking about all the sexual judgments we get laid on all of us because of our choices. Let's face it, I'm not even sure that what we're attracted to is a choice, it's just downright lust. So, in Strippers Book Club today, I'm going to play a couple of songs and I'm going to talk to you about Vita Sackville-West, who of course famously had a very big affair and was a big influencer on Virginia Woolf, but she was so much more than that. So, here we go. So, this is a song I wrote called Same Air, which is definitely has an impact on, kind of inspired a little bit by Vita Sackville-West. So, love like this don't come easy, love like this commands a price. Here I am, and I'm waiting for you to be by my side. I will go where you wanna go, I will be wherever you need. I'm not leaving your side, baby. I need to breathe the same air that you breathe. Breathe the same air that you breathe. I always love being single, you know. Go where I wanna go, but since I met you, oh, I can't rest until you're by my side. Cause every moment we touch and we kiss and we speak, every time you mention love, I make you weak. Holding my hands, we dance under the stars by the fighting hearts and the bars. I will go where you want me to go, I will be wherever you need. I'm not leaving your side, baby. I need to breathe the same air that you breathe. Breathe the same air that you breathe. Now, Vita Sackville-West. She was an upper middle class English lady. And she got married on October the 1st, 1913, to Sir Harold Nicolson, who would become an MP. Now, Sir Harold was gay, although he didn't tell Vita that until 4 years after they got married. And Sir Harold was all about going out and having fun, and having gay sex, and also sex with his wife too. But the same air that I just sang about, that Vita Sackville-West wanted to breathe, was not the same air as her husband, Sir Harold. It was from a lady called Violet Trefusis. Now, Vita Sackville-West was very upper middle class. She would have inherited an estate of her father, but because of the whole female not being able to inherit, she couldn't. It went to her cousin, who was male instead. But she met up with Violet when they were girls, and they fell passionately in love. But the problem was society, especially that upper middle class England kind of thing, you know. So they both went and married other people, but they wrote passionate letters to each other, and they eloped a couple of times, and in fact at one point they even banned each other from sleeping with their own husbands. Now, the whole point about my Strippers Book Club is we look at things, and this was one of our kind of topics really, was reading all about Vita and the letters. So in one of the letters that Vita wrote to Violet, she said, be wicked, be brave, be despotic, do anything you want to be, but do it to the top of your bent. Be a suffragette, be a drunk, be dissolute. And I miss you. My days are filled with insufferable longings, and my nights are riddled with impotent dreams. I just miss you in a very simple, desperate, human way. I mean, Vita was crazy in love with Violet, and so much so that her husband Harold, even though he was having affairs with men, he hated Violet. And Sir Harold wrote in a letter to his wife Vita and said, I wish Violet were dead. She has poisoned the sunniest thing that ever happened. Thing is, though, the distance and the problems of society between Violet and Vita meant that love and passion did not survive. And in years to come, Vita Sackville-West would become a major influence on and lover of Virginia Woolf, and even Virginia Woolf based her main character in Orlando, her most famous novel, on Vita Sackville-West. In the novel, the character changes gender over centuries, and Vita was fiercely just Vita, you know, without any labels on it. But at the end of their life, so Vita and her had a really serious thing as well. And in fact, Vita wrote a letter to Virginia, and one of the most probably beautiful things she ever wrote, and said, "I am reduced to a thing that wants Virginia." Yeah, that's what Vita wrote. "I am reduced to a thing that wants Virginia." About 18 months before Vita Sackville-West died, her son later discovered this letter she'd written. And Vita wrote a beautiful letter. She knew she had cancer and she was going to die 18 months later. Not that she knew the date. And Vita wrote a letter to her husband, Sir Harold, and said, "Isn't life odd? There once was a time when I loved Violet so desperately, and I hurt you so dreadfully. But now how dead is that passion, completely spent. And the love that has remained is mine for you and yours for me." You won't like hearing this because you never did like to face facts, but the truth is, I love you more now than I did on October the 1st, 1913, which is more than most people can say after 45 years of marriage. Because for me, you know, love is love. Gender, sexuality, and a hell of a lot of our major relationships in life are not with people we actually have sex with. And yet somehow we think that our most important thing is that sexual one. Our friends and our family, and the family that we've made family. So anyway, to finish off, I'm going to sing you another tune. So that was my Fender Jazz. I can play the bass much better than I can play this, but this is a little song about love I wrote, called Widow. It's about facing and standing and going forward in life, right? Just like today, Princess Eugenie is getting married, a royal wedding. I found that out on Twitter. But it's always about whatever your dream is or your goal in life is, whether it's love or you want to be a great singer, or you want to be an artist, or you just want to buy a house and live happily ever after. Sometimes we get taken down in life, and this song for me is about getting back up when you've been hurt and keep on going. So it's called Widow. I'll be releasing it soon. You held your hand on me, said come away with me, would I fly with you? You kissed me oh so sweet, said fall with me, baby you know I could. Would I leave this life behind, would I step into the mess, would I trust in what we got here? Would I trust in love? Would I trust in us? Would I risk my life for love? Would I, 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 would I. Everything is crazy, you're so far away. Is the pain worth the gain? But ever since I woke up next to you, baby, I know my life would not be the same. I've let love before, but this good moment I'm as high as a kite. But I trust in love, but I trust in us. Would I risk my life for love? Would I? 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 life of love. You held your hand on me to come away with me, but I fly with you. Would I trust in us? Would I trust in love? Would I risk my life for love? Or music, or dance, or going after your dreams? Would you? Would I, 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 would. Would I, would I, would I, would I, would, would I, would I, would I, would I, would, would I, would I, would I, would. Thank you, honey. That was Would I. I've been Queen of the fucking world. Be freest. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Instagram love. And if you got any questions or want some topics for me to talk about. Yesterday I had a look at Oscar Wilde. Today was Vita Sackville-West. Let's say that again. So on Strippers Book Club we've done a whole lot of series of study about all the kind of things, all the sexual judgments that we all got labelled, whether you're LGBT and female or whatever, wherever you choose to or have been chosen to sit in that place by the way you are. So if you want somebody for me to have a look at, let me know. As I said, I'm Queen of fucking Wilde. So we did Oscar Wilde yesterday and both in his trial. Today we did Vita Sackville-West. I think tomorrow's going to be Mary Magdalene. All right, love you. See you tomorrow, honey.